melting.
You're melting. You can stand and melt a little bit.
It's a bit warm.
It's warm. Hey, Artie and Jack here for Bar Mills. You know, this is a really busy night. We're sweating here. We really are.
It's under 100.
It's like us, but not much under 100.
Barely.
At any rate, here we are at the Bar Mill shop. Just to clarify, those winners that we picked out weren't really winners. That was random drawings. The fact that you sent in photos, you had a chance to share them, and hopefully you got a smile on your face and you can get a little bragging rights. You're all winners. The fact that we pick them randomly is because it's not about anything but having a good time and participating in the hobby.
And sometimes it's too hard to pick a winner.
It is. It can be.
They're all really good.
Now I have to tell you, we're sitting here tonight, and it just shows you we are 1 foot apart, but very far apart. I am drinking my Diet Pepsi. Go on, Jack. Show them what you're drinking.
Are they?
No,
they're a sponsor? I didn't know that.
Are you drinking Pepsi?
Yeah. It's just a chaser.
It's just a chaser. Okay, I thought he was drinking the other one. We're sitting here, we have shop towels. We are so hot and sweating. At any rate, there's a lot to talk about tonight. You wouldn't think it would be possible given the fact that we're in June now. It's hot. We're getting outside. We're contending with our lawns and the bugs and the beach and camping and this and that and the whole thing. But regardless of that, if you have any comments, by the way, about this video feed, my wife Nancy said we were not coming through.
It's good now.
Audio as much.
Everything's
Lenny says we're. By the way, you all know Lenny. He opened the show. He does all of the electronics and the director and the producer, and he doesn't even sleep with the boss, which I'm thrilled to say. I think Lenny's thrilled to say as well. At any rate, we're looking here and I see hello from Scotland, and I see hello from Steve Samuel, Dennis Hanlon, Stephen Sherwood, Greg Cassidy, of course, Mark Sisk. Remember, if you've seen or heard of any of the people that won the gifts when we start our Monday night lives, so to speak, first Mondays, please tell those modelers if you happen to run into them in a chat room. It's not likely that everyone in model railroading is joining us at this very moment tonight. And while this video will stay in perpetuity on the website, the fact of it is we have a 2-week window to pick up these gifts that we offer you. Now, tonight there's a lot going on. We have great guest stars tonight, great guest presenters, you might say, right?
Yep.
First one is?
Oh, who is first today? Oh, what's his name?
What's his name? It's Howard Zane is his name from Maryland. Howard's a good friend of mine. I knew Howard before we started Bar Mills. And then we have this is embarrassing, Masseny, but I can't remember his first. Nick, of course. Nick owns ITLA, which is another craftsman kit building company. It's great that there are great people out there that are coming out with good things at good prices and have good customer service, and we're just proud to be part of that circle. And we like to always promote those people because it makes the hobby better. It would be pretty sad if it'd be great kind of for us if Bar Mills was the only company, but it would be so wrong. We really have to depend on each other. So
you get a little push from each other too.
It's a way of supporting each other.
Get a little better.
Absolutely. So we're going to go over some new product right now, and some of the new product won't be so new to you because it takes a while to develop. Now, we had a really weird situation. We were busy a year and a half ago. Just one, yeah. A year and a half ago we were busy, and we went up through Christmas doing our not last year's Christmas kit, the year before, which was the fuel company. I can't remember the name of it. Queen City. Okay, thank you, Lane. So we got through that season. It's the heat. Got ready for January, February, and then the powers that be decided that come April, we would all be staying home for a month or 6 weeks, if I remember. I think it lasted. They never miss. And so many folks rediscovered the hobby and kept us so busy that as busy as we were, and we were working our asses off. The fact of it is we couldn't come out with many new things. This year, we've been held up again, but tonight we have some really cool news for O-scalers, N-scalers, and HO scalers, and I'm going to start right now with something that was previously announced, and you've got to listen kind of closely to this because this kind of fit in and found its way around curves, and it ended up as this. The Smoky Hill Fire Department, which is I have in front of me, and I cannot see the screen, but I'm hoping that we have a picture on the screen. We actually have two different pictures. We have one with a large fire truck and one with not a large fire truck. Lenny, which was up there right now?
I have both up, actually.
Okay. Well, the large fire truck was optional, and of course we give 20% off. And in the case of Woodland Scenics, that's a $50 item, so you pay $40 for it. We had several orders for that for the kit, and the people are waiting. And several orders for the fire truck, which, by the way, even Woodland Scenics doesn't have right now really to sell. They've got next to nothing, if anything. And we have a secondary picture of the building here again. By the way, notice the building now has, and now has a hose tower on it, and we could thank Jim Mooney for that. Jim's dad, who I did have the privilege of meeting, was a firefighter. So Jim is, he's knowledgeable about these things, and he wanted to do the right thing. So originally this building was not designed with a hose tower. It was redesigned, and of course it held things up. Now this is the catchy part. I don't know if this is right. Originally the building, how much was it, Lenny? Was it $74.95? $74.95, and of course you, could pick up, thank you Diet Pepsi, you could pick up the fire engine at $40 instead of $50, and we wanted to do more. And what we did was we found that Woodland Scenics also offered something called Smoky and the Fire Chief, or something like that, which is in one of the photos there. You'll see it's a smaller vehicle and so on. And how it works is if you purchase the building through Bar Mills Direct, as opposed to a retailer, the building is $74.95. And those figures, which are $19.95, are only, and tell me if I'm wrong on this line, it's $5 additional, right?
Correct.
So you can purchase the building plus get a $20 set of figures for only $5 more, and you can do it online right now, so you know. Now the building won't be out until later this month, but it will be in June. Now understand, the first folks that purchased the firehouse, I don't know how many it was, but the first guys who purchased the firehouse did not have the chance to realize this particular offer. So for you early guys, and we know who you are because you would have had to order before today, June 7th, we are going to give you at no charge that Smoky and the figures that come with the Smoky and the Fire Chief set at no charge at all. So you're not missing out on anything. We appreciate that you trust us so much, and it's a two-way street. So here we are with the Smoky Hill out sometime probably later June, because earlier in June we're finally putting out something in O scale. And it's something we've been talking about that we've actually re-engineered, and that was one of the stepping stones here, other than the fact that we've been really busy, and it was the O Duals flop house in O scale. And I'm going to actually tell you what we've done, and if we can switch cameras a little bit, Lenny, I'd like to get
absolutely.
I'd like to get on one of these close-up cameras. Yep. This is the
right
fire.
There.
You can see the firehouse here, by the way, folks. This wasn't live before, but you can see it now. You can see what's involved. It has the bell involved with it now, the whole thing. And the truck is not glued down on our diorama here, so let me take that off. I'm going to put this aside for a second.
It just goes to show you, model's never finished.
They never finished. To give you an idea, this is just a quick look at the O'Doul's, and you might say, wow, that doesn't look like O'Doul's. Well, it's actually O'Doul's front wall. And let me tell you what happened. If you're an O scale, because this is O scale, the building itself, I have rules all over this place, but none in front of me. This thing has to be close to 8 inches tall. And the thing of it is, when you're building something 8 inches tall, there's never enough of a width to our clapboard. The widest clapboard piece we can purchase milled is 6 inches. So typically you have to stack one piece on top of the other piece, and all kinds of interior bracing, and it's a lot of work. And you have to make sure they align, and the corner posts align. It's a lot of work. So what we did here, and this has been part of the thing about holding it up some, I just wanted to do it better. We actually laminated the backside, or you'll be laminating. We're providing a piece of MDF that is sticky sided. We've applied adhesive to one side of the MDF, and what you do is you peel off the adhesive, you line the front walls up, carefully align them, press them down, and that's no interior bracing. No seams, instantly assembled. And the secret to it is there's no glue, there's nothing wet. So as a result, after you have these walls put together, you can feel free to prime them, paint them, lift the boards, do whatever you have to do early on in construction. So this is part of the new concept for the O-Duals. This is actually being made right now, and this will be out just prior to the Smoky Hill one, Jack. Okay? Let's go farther down the list, and we have so much to talk about tonight. The next one we have up on the screen is going to be which one, Len?
Well, let's go crazy and
Okay.
go from really big to
Itsy bitsy.
Yeah, itsy bitsy. N scale Jerry's.
And scale Jerry's is something we came up with. It's a fun kit. It's only $27.95. And I think we have from Bar Mills Direct. Now, $27.95, it's available through retailers. And by the way, we do have a couple of Bar Mills Direct stores in the country. One is Blue Ox Trains down in Georgia. And the other one is called the Engine House Services out in the Midwest. Okay, just so as you know, Bar Mills Direct is kind of an exclusive thing. We do not sell to any dealers that do not heavily commit to service their customers, because that's not the kind of dealer we want to deal with. The N-Scale Jerry Small Engine goes for $27.95. We have them in stock. This is done. This is on the shelf, but we have not announced it until this broadcast tonight. If you purchase it from Bar Mills Direct, you have the option of spending an extra $5, is it?
$10.
$10, okay. An extra $10.
Yep. It's $37.95 direct.
$37.95 direct, but direct you get something, and we have a photo of it, don't we?
We do.
An N-scale, what they call auto scenes by Women Scenic, something called Henry's Hauling, which is the truck and a couple figures. Now that is a $20 accessory. You don't have to get it. You can spend $27.95, but for $10 more at 50% off, and you remember there's never any additional shipping, it might be worth your while. And is that available right now on the
That
website?
is. Yep.
That's available. So there's
Both
something.
versions are on the website now. Everything that we talk about tonight is on the website, ready for purchase.
And now we're going to bounce back to HO.